So, my feed lately won't shut up about David, and honestly, I get why. One minute, he's the soundtrack to midnight scrolling. The next, he's everywhere for reasons that aren't about charts.
She died, and I didn't even cry, not a single tear. So if you can expel that thought from your mind.
So here's the plan. I'm walking you through what's real, what's rumor, and what actually matters. No fluff, no doom spiral. You'll hear why shows vanished, why release plans stalled, and why every comment section looks like a debate club with Wi-Fi. I'm keeping it clear, quick, and fair. If something isn't verified, I'll say that. If something is confirmed, I'll nail it down. Simple. I'm not here to throw gas on a fire. I'm here to make sense of the smoke. Stick with me for a few minutes, and you'll leave knowing what happened, what didn't, and what could shift next.
Yeah, that was my girlfriend. That was somebody who I was exploiting, but I didn't kill her, bro.
Now, if you've ever sat in a dark room staring at your phone, chances are David's voice was in the background. Romantic homicide, here with me. That slow burn late night sound that feels like you texted your ex even though you swore you wouldn't. That's him. He's Houston born, started posting from home, and climbed fast because the songs felt personal and a little raw, like reading a diary you weren't supposed to find. Then he leveled up, bigger stages, real press, and the debut album Withered. He didn't look like a one-hit glitch, he looked like someone building a lane. Labels paid attention, playlists stayed sticky, fans felt seen. The formula was simple: tight writing, moody delivery, and hooks that loop in your head when you're trying to sleep. That momentum matters because when momentum stops, people notice fast. And that's exactly what happened when the headlines hit. Loud, messy, and everywhere. Here's the clean version of what's real right now. Officials identified a teenage girl who went missing last year, and her remains were found earlier this month in a Tesla registered to David after the car was towed. Detectives served a search warrant at a Hollywood Hills home where he stayed. His side says he's cooperating. As of this recording, there are no charges against him. The case is active and details can shift as the medical examiner and investigators finish their work. That's why you saw show pages go dark and the album rollout stall. When a case is open, business plans freeze. Keep two things in your head at once. A serious investigation is happening, and at the same time, no authority has said he's responsible. That balance matters. I'm sticking to verified info and labeling everything else as rumors, period. But the fallout wasn't just headlines. Fans felt it first when tickets and posts started disappearing. You could actually watch the pause happen in real time. One venue page flickers from tickets available to event canceled. Another switches to postponed. Fans hit refresh. Nothing. David's US dates go quiet. Then international listings start looking shaky. And suddenly group chats are full of screenshots instead of set lists. On the music side, the plan for more content around Withered stalled. No teaser drops. Fewer stories. Brands that were hyping him last month are now on mute because when a case is open, everyone waits for clarity. For regular fans, the impact is simple and annoying. Refund emails, travel plans scrambled, and a playlist that suddenly feels complicated. For the team, it's a hard pivot, press on hold, legal on speed dial, and every post triple check for tone. None of this says future over, it says hold position. Which is why the internet mood split down the middle, sympathy in one corner, side eye in the other. Open any comment section and it's a tug of war. Some people say wait for facts, others act like the court has already ruled. Clips get cropped, reposted, and stripped of context until they look like answers when they're really just edits. I see creators speed running hot takes for clicks, and I get it, views are tempting, but rushing doesn't help. Fans who grew up with David's songs feel stuck. The music still hits, but now there's a heavy cloud over it. A few voices try to keep things calm. Follow official updates, don't harass families. That's the energy that actually helps. The smartest move right now? Keep your empathy on and your assumptions off. If something sounds wild but has no solid source, park it. Curiosity's fine. Dogpiling isn't. Okay, let's separate signal from noise, what's known and what's just being passed around. Here's the clean split. What we know: a teen was identified, her remains were found in a towed Tesla registered to David, a residence tied to him was searched, and as of now he hasn't been charged. He's said to be cooperating, that's it. What's being said? You'll hear reports claim, rumors suggest, and it's been said that about timelines, relationships, and motives. Treat all that as unverified unless an official record confirms it. Also, for YouTube safety, if someone throws around heavy terms like OD talk or accusation surfaced, we keep it indirect and respectful. Real people are in the middle of this, so language matters. Bottom line, facts are boring until they aren't. Rumors are exciting until they're wrong. We stick to facts so we don't wreck real lives with guesswork. So where does this leave David's next moves? Music, shows, and public trust. Short term, it's pause mode. Music rollouts can be reshaped, singles push, deluxe plans move, statements drafted, comments limited. Touring, venues and promoters wait for clarity. They don't want to storm at the door. Brands hate uncertainty, so they go quiet until there's a clear update. For David, communication is everything, plain, careful, and not defensive. For fans, it's patience. Some will stay no matter what, some will bounce, and many will sit in the middle and watch what's verified. If there's an official update, medical examiner results, a press briefing, anything concrete, everything can shift in a day. That's why I'm not stamping predictions. Careers don't vanish from one hard month, but trust is fragile and needs steady hands. So here's my read without the noise, what you should walk away with and go, this is serious and also unfinished. Two truths at once: respect the people affected, follow official sources, and don't turn pain into content fodder. David's rise didn't happen by accident. The music connected for a reason. Whether that momentum restarts depends on facts, not theories. I'm keeping my eye on confirmed updates. If something real drops, I'll break it down fast, clean, and fair. Until then, keep your mind open and your timeline filtered. It's easy to shout. It's harder to be accurate. We pick the hard thing. I'm not playing judge here. As of September 20th, 2025, David hasn't been charged, so saying he did it or guessing a sentence is reckless and unfair. My rule: talk facts, label rumors, and let officials speak first. If this case moves, it'll move on evidence. Things like medical examiner findings, timelines, phone, location data, who had access to the car, digital messages, and whether any witness statements line up. That's what decides outcomes, not hot takes. Could charges come later? Maybe. Could this end with no charges? Also possible. Civil actions could pop up regardless of any criminal decision. Sentencing talk right now is fantasy football. You need a charge, then a trial or plea, then a judge. Until then, I'm not speculating he killed that girl or predicting years behind bars. Real people are involved. Respect matters. I'll follow verified updates, keep language careful, and if something official drops, I'll break it down fast, clean, calm, and clear. Tell me what you're seeing that's sourced. Not "my cousin said," not a screenshot with no origin. Drop real links in the comments and I'll check them. If you want quick, no hype breakdowns, hit subscribe and turn on alerts. And if this story moves, you'll see it here first, without the DMN noise.